Right. Final paper, 2022 A levels, question number 3. Why do prices of agricultural goods fluctuate more than prices of industrial goods? Same thing is what you need to write. So, agricultural goods have inelastic demand and supply. The supply is often changing because the farmer doesn't have control. So, supply can increase and decrease. When that happens, the price can fluctuate mostly. But if you take industrial goods don't have such inelastic demand or supply. It might even have an elastic demand or supply. We don't know. We'll look into the marking scheme, what they would say at one day. But you can say now, if you take industrial goods, what are industrial goods? Maybe things like, let's say, machines, let's say, mobile phones, laptops, right? Things like that, So things like that, the demand is also kind of elastic because they are like luxury goods. If the price goes up, you won't buy. And the supply also is elastic. Why? Because industrial goods, you can make people work overtime. You can buy a new machine and produce. You can do that. So when that happens, I don't think the answer speaks about elastic and all. We'll see, right? Then even if the supply increases a little, the price won't change much. That is for industrial goods. Agricultural goods story we learned in the 2019 paper. Anyone watching the 2022 paper all of a sudden, go to the 2019 paper, right? Under that, there will be a recording, special recording of why agricultural goods fluctuate. What's that? Coming to the next. If a price flow benefits producers, why does the price flow reduce economic surplus? Explain using can you see same question again and again? Why does it create a dead weight loss? Why does it reduce economic surplus? So same thing. What should you do for these questions? Also draw, guys. So you have to draw, right? Draw the demand, draw the supply curve, right? Draw a price flow. This is the equilibrium before and after. Label this as A, B, right? This is the quantity demanded, right? C, D, E, F, label all of this. And what should you do? You simply say consumer surplus before is these letters. Producer surplus before is these letters. Therefore, economic surplus is this and this and this. Then now after the price flow, consumer surplus is this and this. Producer surplus is this and this, right? Now for this, you refer your theory notes, guys. I'm not going to dictate the answer. And then economic surplus is now it's only this and this. So earlier economic surplus is this much. Now economic surplus is only this much. So economic surplus has fallen by this much. That is why it reduces economic surplus. So draw a nice diagram, label A, B, C, D, right? In your answer, show consumer surplus, produce surplus, and you can explain. Very simple as it gets. Then the last question. It's a subsidy and a very easy one. I'm hoping some of you all would have done it, so you can give me an answer. Suppose the demand and supply for a good is there, QD is there, QS is there. Find the equilibrium price and quantity. Can someone give me the equilibrium price and quantity? No, here there is no big reasons to give. You can just show how it has reduced and all. Okay. Yes, how much is equilibrium price and quantity? No one did. Equilibrium price, equilibrium quantity. Can you quickly do and give me? For part A, 720 minus 5p equals minus 20 plus 2p. So you take this side, 840 equals 7p, 840 divided by 7, 80, 840 is 12, 120, right? I am 120. The quantity would be minus 20, 120 into 2. Quantity is also 120, right? 120 into, yeah, quantity is also 120 units, right? Suppose the government decides to grant a subsidy of 15. What is the price paid by the buyer after the subsidy? That is the new equilibrium price. So to find this, what should you do? You should first find the new supply equation. So QS equals A plus B. How do you find the new supply equation? P plus the subsidy. We'll denote subsidy with the letter R. So QS is equal to A is minus 120 plus B is 2 within brackets P plus 15. So then QS equals minus 120 plus 2P plus 30. So QS will equal to minus 90 plus 2P. That's your new supply equation. Then how do you find the equilibrium price? To find the equilibrium price, you have to equate your demand equation with the supply equation. What is your demand equation? 720 minus 5P. So 720 minus 5P equals minus 90 plus 2P. So you take here 810 equals 7P. P will be equal to 810 divided by 7. How much is that, guys? 810 divided by 7. As I'm hoping my calculations are correct, right? Some of you all have not done also, so I don't know how to reconfirm if I've made a careless mistake for you all to this thing. So how much is 810 divided by 7? 810 divided by 7 is 115.7. 120. 810. Are my other calculations correct? Because usually you get this thing. I just realized my camera has been off this whole time. No? Yes. Are these correct, guys? Equilibrium price before and quantity is the QS equation correct? Yeah, and then 720 minus 5P minus plus 2P. Is the question also correct, right? I would type the question also correctly, no? Check the past paper. Let me check. The answer scheme is not out yet, but I think it's out right now. I think teachers who are going for paper marking have the answer right now. Is it 30? Have I typed the past paper wrong? 2022 paper 2. Give me a second. Let me check with the original paper. Is it very unlikely that you will get a decimal like that, guys? Question number 3. Minus 740 minus 4P. I have said 5P, right? In my question. Yeah. Can you all make that correction, please? In the this thing, that's why you'll get a this thing. So make that correction. It's minus 720 minus 4P. Okay. So sorry about that. My bad. Right, when typing. So this is not 5P, guys. This is 4P. So then we'll quickly redo this thing. How much will our equilibrium price be then? 720, 840 divided by 6. How much is that? 840 divided by 6 is our equilibrium price. 840 divided by 6 is 140. How much is our quantity then? Quantity is 2 into 140, 280. 280 minus 120 is 160. No, 280. Not 20, right? 2 into 140 is quantity can't be 20, right? 20 units. 2 into 140 is 280. 280 minus 120, isn't it 160? Or do we get another answer? 4 into 140 is 4 into 140 is 160, right? Where are the numbers coming from? Okay, 160. Okay. So then supply equation I think is correct. There is no change in that. So this one will be 4P. So then how much is that? 810 equals 6P. So this, do we get at least a 0.5 answer? 81 is divided by, how much do we get? 135. Okay, right? So that is the price paid by the buyer. Now they are not asking for equilibrium quantity, so we don't need that. Okay. What is the price paid by the buyer? It is the new equilibrium quantity, 135. What is the price received by the supplier? How much is this? Consumer is paying 135. There is a subsidy of 50. So how much do you think the supplier would get? Supplier would get 135 plus the 15, right? Government is giving a subsidy. The supply will get 150. So can you see how easy this question is for 8 marks? Equilibrium price and quantity, the equilibrium price after the subsidy, and the price received by the supply after the subsidy. Simple, 8 marks. So can you do this question? Definitely can. Can you do this question? Maybe this would have been the little tricky one, but these also have again been there in past papers. So that's why I said, please practice, guys. How does all the situations create a deadweight loss and this economic surplus reduction? So how to write. This one again was there in a past paper. So easy one, right? I don't think there is anything that is hard. Manageable. Maybe you might not be able to score 20 out of 20. At least 18 out of 20 is definitely possible. Okay. No, 135 plus 15. There is a 15 per unit subsidy. Did I type that wrong? Subsidy of 50. Yeah. So 135 plus 15, that's giving you 150. Okay. So I'm hoping that is okay, guys. That is the end of unit 2 and 3 past papers for now. Probably next year when we have a 2023 paper, there'll be more. Okay. So see you. Have a nice day. Questions will take the next class because I have another class now. Okay. See you guys. Bye bye.